Hey there, it's Jan Crossen. You know, your very favorite basketball coach of all time. Today is Saturday, April the 11th, 2020, and we are all secluded, trying to stay safe and stop this horrid COVID-19 virus. I thought you would enjoy reliving some of our shared youth. Those were much happier times, and I smile whenever I think of them and of each of you. Anyway, a friend converted a 46-year-old cassette recording that I had into this modern thumb drive. On it you will find a radio broadcast of the Baldwin girls basketball semifinal game against Sharpsville, played on March 24th, 1974, at the Harrisburg Farm Show Arena. Remember that, announcer? For some reason, we are missing parts of the play-by-play action. I'm sorry about that. You will notice that the commentators are sexist, they enjoy our Baldwin cheerleaders, and are biased in favor of our competitors. However, I am grateful that we can enjoy the start of the game, that amazing 3-second play at the end of the fourth quarter, and our fantastic 3 minutes of overtime. You might remember that 1973-74 was my first year of teaching and coaching. I was all of 21 years old, barely even legal to drink. I was honored and so proud to be your basketball coach. I truly loved my 6 years of Baldwin. You kids were just babies, some of you still learning to drive, but I can picture each one of your teenage faces, always eager and willing, and your fierce dedication and determination was utterly amazing. That first season, we were section, district, and regional champs. We played our final 2 games in Harrisburg. Remember Big Red with her flying, flaming mane? She and her teammates were skilled, but that night, we were better. The next day, we faced that team from Lancaster Catholic. The players wore kilts, and they whipped our butts. Oh, well. To be fair, we were exhausted and totally spent from our overtime game the night before. We had given our all and had absolutely nothing left in the tank for that state final game. But you know what? I was beyond thrilled to bring home the title of Best in the West. Throughout the season, we practiced and played very hard. We worked 2 hours, 6 days a week, from November 1st through March 24th. Think of all those suicide drills you ran. On the line! We were dreamers who truly believed in ourselves and in one another. We learned about the power of affirmations and how to be mentally and physically prepared. We learned never to give up. It was a glorious time, and I sincerely thank you all for enriching my life. So please stay home and stay well. Listen to this exciting recording. I'd love for you to stay in touch with me and with each other. Remember that no matter how old you are, how many gray hairs are on your beautiful heads, or how many joint replacements you endure, remember that you are all part of Crossen's crew, and you'll always be my kids. Most important, please know I love you. Now, captains ready? Timers and scorers ready? Time in with the tap.
I think we should mention that it's time for the national anthem. With me to analyze tonight's game is Larry Schneider. Larry, this is the first for both of us.
Yes, I saw girls I saw the girls' final last year when I believe it was Upper St. Clair, or semifinal when Upper St. Clair played. I was very impressed with the way the girls played. They played very good basketball. They changed girls' rules to go to coincide with men. They used to have 6 people, and the center and the 2 forwards used to be able to shoot, but 3 guards not. It's just like
and they went
men's basketball, right? And just like men's basketball now. The Baldwin Highlanders, I don't know if you told anybody, they're suburban Pittsburgh, and they're 22-1. And the Sharpsville Blue Darlings, and I hope I don't have to say that too often, we'll just call them Sharpsville. The Blue Darlings are coached by Glenn Harris. And we want to welcome you folks, and I hope you enjoy the game. This is going to be fun, and it's going to be good basketball.
Tipping off, Debbie Jones for Sharpsville, number 44. Tip controlled by Sharpsville. And score by Margie Schneider. Margie Schneider puts the Sharpsville Blue Darlings on the board first.
By the way, that's no relationship. Although she scores a lot of points, I'll claim her.
Over the top, no good. Rebound by Baldwin. Batted away. Picked up by Sherry Giles. Or Giles.
Probably Giles.
If we're saying it wrong, Sherry, we're terribly sorry.
It's a man-to-man that...
Block shot underneath, being batted around. Still hasn't come up. Finally, Baldwin picks it up.
Man, Baldwin's playing a woman-to-woman. A girl-to-girl.
Van Miller inside to Patty Bucklew. Over the top, no good. A foul called on Margie Schneider. Team's first and her first of the game. We're at 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first period.
We saw the game before this. We saw Archbishop Guilfoyle play Midland, another boys' game, of course, but the girls play just as hard and they're just as determined and in some way equally as skilled.
They certainly are. And buckets by Patty Bucklew, number 43 for Baldwin. Second shot, good.
Patty Bucklew.
So that'll knot it up at 2-all. Debbie Visconti underneath.
Oh, that's fine play.
Fine play. Out of bounds, Sharpsville retains possession. Debbie Jones looking for someone inside. Bad pass, Margie Schneider. Shot in the air is no good. Pulled down by Debbie Jones. Loose ball picked up by Baldwin. Underneath. Shot hurried a little bit too much. And no good. Long full court pass.
I hope you folks get color because that young lady's red hair is flowing.
It's beautiful. I like it. In the air. Good. Margie Schneider.
Ah, the girl. Margie Schneider is with the Sharpsville Blue Darling, maybe a long-lost cousin. She may be the only part of the family that can shoot her.
Foul called on Debbie Jones, number 44. Her first personal. Score at 6:20 remaining first period is 4-2. Sharpsville leads it by 2 points. Tip controlled by Baldwin. Long shot, drops in. That shot, see if we can get him at number 21, Diane Miller. That was about 25 feet out.
That's a two-handed section. You don't see the boys say that too much, but the girls will take that.
Over the head pass by Margie Schneider. Double team defense pass. Goes not what it was intended to end up. Changes of mind. Top of the key. Two-handed push shot is no good. Misses everything.
Take it from someone who used to believe in the two-handed set shot. You got to have a little more time to shoot that than any other shot. So you got to just sit just for like a split second.
That's why it's called a set shot.
Right. Tough man-to-man defense.
Picked off. Nice offense these girls have. Sharpsville are good. 3 seconds in the lane. Denise Del Greco passes off to Diane Miller. Back to Del Greco. That's Miller. Shots in the air. Bounces. No good. Pulled down by Schneider. And they'll jump it up.
Well, if we had a chance, the Sharpsville Blue Darlings are a very tall team. Debbie Jones is 5'11", and Margie Schneider is 5'10", and Cheryl Giles is 5'7". That's the front court. Some high schools I know don't have those people that boys, you know.
Tip controlled by Sharpsville, picked up by Sherry Giles. She drives the lane, back off to Schneider. Bad pass, it's bobbled, so they'll jump it up. Margie Schneider and Denise Del Greco.
Also, the Baldwin Highlanders have a good deal of height. Patty Milkovich is 5'7", Eddie Buckler is 6'1", and Cam Miller is 5'7". So it's a pretty tall team.
Schneider's shot. Missed with a foul called on Diane Miller. Her first and Baldwin's first team foul. Score is all tied up at 4 apiece. 4:57 remaining first period. Timeout. Called by Sharpsville. Sharpsville team works the ball extremely well.
Yes, they both do. I happen to notice that what kind of defense they're playing. I noticed that the Baldwin team's playing a man-to-man. I guess so is the Sharpsville stuff. The Blue Darlings. Those are the Sharpsville cheerleaders. I think in turnaround they should have male cheerleaders.
I was thinking that before the game, but I didn't want to seem presumptuous. Very good. But cheerleaders don't get the credit they deserve oftentimes. They work as hard as the athletes. I think we've talked about this before.
Yes.
But it's a shame that they don't get all the credit that the athletes get, because they go through almost as rigorous a training schedule as any athlete. Margie Schneider at the line for Sharpsville Blue Darlings. She has all 4 Sharpsville points, and she has 5 Sharpsville points.
Notice where she stands there on the foul line. She stands a good 2 feet back when she takes her foul shot. It works. It works.
Never tamper method when it's working for you. Pam Miller on the high post. Back down front. Del Greco's shot is in the air and good. Denise Del Greco.
Baldwin likes to shoot from the outside, and obviously they're making their shots.
Double dribble called on Debbie Visconti.
Debbie Visconti. And if we haven't pronounced the names, we apologize for the families thereof. It's the first time we've ever seen these names. It's a foul on 43. Even in girls basketball, you cannot reach in.
This is kind of an interesting basketball game. I have to be honest with the folks that I really wasn't expecting too much. When I thought I was going to have to do girls basketball today, I really wasn't expecting too much. But I've been very pleasantly surprised. They work the ball well, they don't take silly shots, and they don't run funny. Schneider inside to Giles, back out to Visconti. Shot in the air, no good. Rebound off, picked up by Big Penny Bucklew.
There's a lot of hitting going on under the... It's a 1-3-1 zone that the Sharpsville team is playing.
Margie Schneider's a good basketball player. I'd like to have her on my team anytime. Just batted away a pass that resulted in Sharpsville picking up the ball and a chance to grab the lead again. Traveling. Called on Debbie Jones. On the high post, back out front, long shot by Miller, no good. Now jump ball. Debbie Visconti, or Visconti, and number 15 is Denise Del Greco. They'll jump it up again. This time, Margie Schneider. Tip control by Schneider off to Giles. Asconi to Schneider off the glass and good. That's 8 points for Margie Schneider, and the Sharks
decided to make her part of the family. It's my long-lost cousin.
And the Sharks, quick hands. Asconi takes a hard knock. Let's see what happens. That's the wrong girl. Debbie Visconti is not Debbie Visconti, who we have been calling. That's Carol DeBrat.
And we apologize. We didn't see her sneak in there.
That sort of simplifies the pronunciation of her name anyway. It's still Pratt, now we know for sure, and not Visconti. 3:05 remaining, first period. We're in semifinal action for the PIA. Was it PIGAA, or what is? How does this go?
I guess it's the PIA, because it doesn't really matter now.
PIAA. Girls basketball.
The girls basketball at its best. These teams don't play as many playoff games as the boys did to get here, so that make no mistake about it, these kids have worked very hard.
Sharpsville back on the court first after the timeout. See one of the women officials. Something many of you probably not, especially if you're a woman, you might not know this. There are classes that are conducted for women referees. In the Pittsburgh area, there are some classes being conducted now. I unfortunately don't have the number for you to get in touch with.
WPIL will have it in the Pittsburgh area.
The WPIL would have the number for it. Any of you would aspire to become women referees. Debbie Jones will go to the line. No, she won't. They'll take it out of bounds.
It's not 1-1 yet.
Not 1-1 on anything. Debbie Jones, fall away, off the glass, no good. Schneider's there, blocked beautifully. Jones has it, cross courts to Delfrat. Debbie Jones in the air, misses again. Battle for the rebound.
Real good call by the referee.
She's gonna bring it back. She got her edge turned around.
No, she did it right.
Sharpsville has it. Debbie Jones up in the air, misses the shot again. This time, gathering in the rebound. Patty Buckler leaving no questions unanswered as to
what they're doing here is they're getting the ball into Patty Jones. Good drive. Good drive. That's a real good drive.
Foul called on Margie Schneider.
They're getting the ball into Debbie Jones, but she's not in the correct position to shoot that shot. So it makes it difficult to take that. She's got to set up in the pivot, then she'll be able to take her shot. First one's good.
For those of you who may have just joined us, the score is 8-7. Sharpsville on top. It's all tied up. 8-8. Baldwin wearing the purple or dark jerseys. Beautiful steal by Del Greco for Baldwin. Back out front, pivot, and restolen by Del Pratt, and blocked for the foul called. No foul called. Ball out of bounds, so Sharpsville will put it in play. They're in the light uniform. Baldwin in the purple or dark colored uniforms. Margie Schneider, clear lane, drives up, drops the bucket.
Margie Schneider has all the points.
10 points for Margie Schneider. Basket's good, and a foul has been called on number 23, Pam Miller. For Baldwin.
That was a foul was called on the drive by Margie Schneider. I thought she was fouled, but sometimes it's hard to hear the whistle.
So the Sharpsville Blue Darlings will put the ball in play. With 2:10 remaining, first period. What are they going to do? They're going to shoot it.
They're going to shoot it. I thought she was fouled in the act of shooting it. I didn't hear a whistle. As Margie was driving in,
Must have been after the shot because I've got a 1-1.
Yes, it was because as she was going, as she finished the shot, she was run into it. So I guess the referees called it.
This is the first one. Baldwin picks up the rebound. Pass down court. Missed shot. Bucklew is there to drop it in. Patty Bucklew.
Bucklew. 12 girl, 6'1".
Sherry Giles changes directions. Off the Del Pratt. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
What a play.
Hey, that was sensational. That is a well-coached play. It's commonly known as the old give and go.
Yes, and they did it to perfection. Baldwin's outside shooting, not falling for them.
Well, you know, they're not missing by very much, so obviously they're good outside shooters.
Del Greco passes off. Shot good by Miller.
That's
Miller.
Pam Miller. We got 2 Millers. They're not related, so we have to be more specific.
Del Pratt on the high post. Beautiful play. Schneider's there with the rebound. No good. Long pass down court. She can't stop it in time. And Patty Del
You don't
Greco.
think these girls are playing? They're playing better than some boys' teams I've seen play.
They certainly are. They're working set offenses that are falling for them.
Very disciplined, much more disciplined than some boys' teams.
Than most boys' teams that we've seen.
Great give and goes. Oh,
Underneath. That's Carol Del Pratt. She's the only other person to score in this game with the exception of Margie Schneider.
I hope you folks are enjoying this as much as we are. It's really excellent basketball.
Out of bounds, Baldwin maintains possession. Score is 14-12, 32 seconds remaining first quarter. Sharpsville leads by 2 points. Behind the 12-point effort of Margie Schneider. It drops. Patty Del Greco, Denise Del Greco from the corner.
Let me tell you something, these kids are good shooters.
And now the press is on. Sherry Giles brings it across. Bad pass. Off the fingertips of Margie Schneider. Turns it over to Baldwin. Pam Miller.
They're falling off.
Traveling called on Carol Del Pratt. And that's the end of the quarter. The score, Sharpsville, Blue Darlings, 14. The Baldwin Highlanders, 14. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, Herb, it's 14-14, Sharpsville Blue Darlings. They're on the Blue Devils. Sorry, Sharpsville. Sharpsville Blue Darlings and the Baldwin Highlanders. I've been very impressed with Sharpsville. They have a wonderful give and go, wonderful sense of teamwork, which you don't see. I don't care what the sex is on the court. I have a wonderful sense of where everybody is, which makes a very fine basketball team, an excellent basketball team. Baldwin is a bunch of very fine outside shooters, and I think we're going to see 2 different types of teams play.
That's good because it gives us a chance to see both styles of basketball.
Right.
And also the effect they have upon each other.
The Baldwin team is playing, the Sharpsville team is playing a 1-3-1 zone. They're falling off on the 6-1 Patty Bucklew. Okay, it's all yours.
Snap control by Debbie Jones for Sharpsville. Del Pratt pass batted away in the air. That time they missed on the give and go.
Pam Miller made the interception.
Del Greco. Nice outside shot by Diane Miller. That would have been 3 points in the ABA. Deep pass to Carol Del Pratt. She drops the ball. Picked up by Schneider. Up and in.
Roger has good basketball sense. And again, that's something that you can coach somebody, but they have to be able to have that, and that's kind of a natural instinct. Trailing the play, seeing where the ball is.
Patty Bucklew in the air, over the top of the basket, no good. Picked up by Debbie Jones. Fast break is on. Down to Carol Del Pratt. She takes it up, off the glass, no good. Patty Bucklew gathers it in for Baldwin.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yes, it was. We may have to start a new page for Margie Schneider. We only have 25 points per page. She's got 14 already. Bucklew underneath is good. So Baldwin takes the lead for the first time, 18-16. Carol DelPrat dribbles up the side. Schneider, Sherry Giles. Drives in, falls away jumper, off in front of the rim, no good. Rebound, batted. Saved, almost.
Batting, look, 41.
41? It's fine, 41. We don't have a 41.
We might.
We'll have to make one up. Del Greco, 3 points, back of the rim. Carol DelPrat.
42, I'm sorry. That was Paula Derba.
Schneider, top the girl.
That's my question. The best we can.
So Margie Schneider with a chance to make a 3-point play convert. It's good. 17 points for Margie Schneider.
17 out of 19.
Out of 19.
How many more are they going to let us shoot? It's, you know.
We play pro rules here. Denise Del Greco. 15 feet is good. Pam Miller. Carol DelPrat up the side. Hesitate, go. Beautiful play. Debbie Jones gets her first 2 points of the night. It gives the Sharpsville Blue Darlings a 21-20 lead. Intercepted by Margie Schneider. Long pass down court. A little too hot to handle. Out of bounds, Sharpsville will get possession.
Or what Sharpsville does is they play without a center. They play, I used to go with 5 around. They just play a few people cut down the middle. They leave the middle open to cut, as you can see now.
They go off. Score quickness for Debbie Jones.
I hope the folks up in the Shenango Valley are enjoying this game as much as we are bringing it to you.
Now Pam Miller's getting hot from the outside. Jones, deep pass to Carol DelPrat. Layup is good.
4 points, but so fast, not bad. To make it accurate.
She hit it right on the numbers. 25-22. Behind it back dribble by Denise Del Greco. She missed the shot.
Well, actress.
You get an Emmy for that one. Del Greco.
Denise Del Greco.
A little behind the back dribble. I know a lot of guys that wish they could do that. So Sharpsville is going to call timeout. This is a good game.
Excellent ball game.
An army of cheerleaders.
We talked about 5 around. They just have the 5 players around, between 15 and 20 feet out. And nobody plays the middle, and people just cut down there. Run off a pick. Some boys' high school. I haven't seen too many boys' high school do that because they usually have one tall, usually one very tall guy, and they'll play off him. But that offense makes the game very open.
These Baldwin cheerleaders are excellent.
Yes, they are good, very
excellent.
In unison.
Yes.
Also, no team plays that way. I just thought of it. The New York Knicks play that way. They've been playing that way all season because they really haven't had a true center. So they just leave the middle open to drive, and this is exactly what the Blue Darlings are doing. They just leave the ball off the middle, and then Debbie Jones or Margie Schneider cuts in and scores 3,000 points.
Yeah, she's on her way. She has 17 already. Debbie Jones has 4 points, as does Carol DelPrat. That wraps up the 25 total points for the Sharpsville Blue Devils. On the other side of the board for Baldwin, Patty Bucklew has 8.
Pam Miller, Pam Miller has 6 out of the 6. Diane Miller has 4, and Denise Del Greco has 2.
Rebound picked up by Debbie Jones. Back up, no good. Schneider's there. Fall off, no good. substitution now in the game for Baldwin, I believe. See if we can track down who that is. Number 35. Denise Del Greco off the front of the rim, a little short. A fast break is on, almost broken up by Del Greco. Basket counts. Good bucket by Carol Del Pratt. That's 6 points for Carol.
Number 35 is Molly Molt.
Pam Miller sets around the rim, no good. Debbie Jones has the ball. Clears the boards for Sharpsville. Carol Del Pratt. DePratt, not Del Pratt. Sherry Giles over the top.
That was, I got a feeling she did not mean to shoot that.
I think that was a pass that went straight. Denise Del Greco. Back to Del Greco. She drives. Whoa. Beautiful drive by Denise Del Greco.
Just put her head down, and nobody stopped her. Fine drive, great drive. That takes a lot of courage for anybody to go right through the middle.
Ask me, I'm short. I know about that, I'm short.
Denise Del Greco is a tough ball player. She broke that pass up. I think she's any relation to a guy who played for the Pirates, Bobby Del Greco.
Van Miller over the top, good. She's tearing him up. 8 points for Van Miller. 27-26. Sharpsville by 1 point.
He stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Molly Molt for Baldwin. That'll turn it over to Sharpsville. Debbie Jones putting the ball in play to Margie Schneider.
Debbie Jones must like that hook pass.
It's nice to watch. Margie Schneider has the ball batted away by Denise Del Greco.
Good goal. That ball went right off Margie Schneider's leg.
Denise Del Greco to Pam Miller. Back to Del Greco.
2-1-2 zone.
That's good.
That's good.
Carol Del Pratt drops into 2 points. That's 8 points for Carol. And she has a chance to get herself 9.
Carol's on number 33. Mickey Engstler.
Engstler, Mickey Engstler.
Number 33.
Some substitutions.
We'll get them in 2 seconds.
Number 50. Just coming in the game. Never tamper method when it's working for you. Pam Miller on the high post. Back out front. Del Greco's shot is in the air and good. Denise Del Greco.
Baldwin likes to shoot from the outside, and obviously they're making their shots.
Double dribble called on Debbie Visconti.
Visconti. And if we haven't pronounced the names, we apologize for the families thereof. It's the first time we've ever seen these names. It's a foul on 43. Even in girls basketball, you cannot reach in.
This is kind of an interesting basketball game. I have to be honest with the folks that I really wasn't expecting too much. When I thought I was going to have to do girls basketball today, I really wasn't expecting too much. But I've been very pleasantly surprised. They work the ball well, they don't take silly shots, and they don't run funny. Schneider inside to Giles, back out to Visconti. Shot in the air, no good. Rebound off, picked up by Big Penny Bucklew.
There's a lot of hitting going on under the... It's a 1-3-1 zone that the Sharpsville team is playing.
Marty Schneider's a good basketball player. I'd like to have her on my team anytime. Just batted away a pass that resulted in Sharpsville picking up the ball and a chance to grab the lead again. Traveling. Called on Debbie Jones. On on the high post, back out front. Long shot by Miller, no good. Now jump ball. Debbie Vasconi, or Vasconi. And number 15 is Denise Del Greco. They'll jump it up again. This time, Margie Schneider. Tip control by Schneider off to Giles. Asconi to Schneider off the glass and good. That's 8 points for Margie Schneider, and the shot
decided to make her part of the family. It's my long-lost cousin.
And the shot, big hands. Asconi takes a hard knock. Let's see what happens. That's the wrong girl. Debbie Visconti is not Debbie Visconti, who we have been calling. That's Carol DeBrat.
And we apologize. We didn't see her sneak in there.
That sort of simplifies the pronunciation of her name anyway. It's DeBrat now, we know for sure, and not Visconti. 3:05 remaining, first period. We're in semifinal action. The PIA, was it PIGAA, or what is, how does this go?
I guess it's the PIA, because it doesn't really matter now.
PIAA. Girls basketball.
The girls basketball at its best. These teams all play as many playoff games as the boys did to get here, so that, make no mistake about it, these kids have worked very hard.
Sharpsville back on the court first after the timeout. See one of the women officials. Something many of you probably not, especially if you're a woman, you might not know this. There are classes that are conducted for women referees. In the Pittsburgh area, there are some classes being conducted now. I unfortunately don't have the number for you to get in touch with.
WPIL will have it in the Pittsburgh area.
The WPIL would have the number for it. Any of you would aspire to become women referees. Debbie Jones will go to the line. No, she won't. They'll take it out of bounds.
It's not 1-1 yet.
Not 1-1 on either thing. Debbie Jones, fall away, off the glass, no good. Schneider's there, blocked beautifully. Jones has it, cross courts to Del Pratt. Debbie Jones in the air, misses again. Battle for the rebound.
Real good call by the referee.
She's gonna bring it back. She got her head turned around.
No, she did it right.
Sharpsville has it. Debbie Jones up in the air, misses the shot again. This time, gathering in the rebound. Patty Buckler leaving no questions unanswered as to
what they're doing here is they're getting the ball into Patty Jones. Good drive. Good drive. That's a real good drive.
Foul called on Margie
Schneider. They're getting the ball into Debbie Jones, but she's not in the correct position to shoot that shot. So it makes it difficult for her to take that. She's got to set up in the pivot, then she'll be able to take her shot. First one's good.
For those of you who may have just joined us, the score is 8-7. Sharpsville on top. It's all tied up. 8-8. Baldwin wearing the purple or dark jerseys. Beautiful steal by Del Greco for Baldwin. Back out front, pivot, and restolen by Del Pratt, and blocked for the foul called. No foul called. Ball out of bounds, so Sharpsville will put it in play. They're in the light uniform. Baldwin in the purple or dark colored uniforms. Margie Schneider, clear lane, drives up, drops the bucket.
Margie Schneider has all the points?
10 points for Margie Schneider. Basket's good, and a foul has been called on number 23, Pam Miller. For Baldwin.
That was a foul was called on the drive by Margie Snyder. I thought she was fouled, but sometimes it's hard to hear the whistle.
So the Sharpsville Blue Darlings will put the ball in play with 2:10 remaining first period. What are they going to do? They're going to shoot it.
They're going to shoot it. I thought she was fouled in the act of shooting it. I didn't hear a whistle. As Margie was driving in,
must have been after the shot because they've got a 1-1.
Yes, it was because as she was going, she finished the shot, she was run into it. So I guess the referees called it.
This is the first one. Baldwin picks up the rebound. Pass down court. This shot. Bucklew is there to drop it in. Patty Bucklew.
Bucklew. Tall girl, 6'1".
Sherry Giles changes directions. Off the Del Pratt. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
What a play.
Hey, that was sensational. That is a well-coached play. It's commonly known as the old give and go.
Yes, and they did it to perfection. Baldwin's outside shooting, not falling for them.
Well, you know, they're not missing by very much, so obviously they're good outside shooters.
Del Greco passes off. Shot good by Miller. Pam
That's
Miller.
Miller. We got two Millers. They're not related, so we have to be more specific.
Del Pratt on the high post. Beautiful play. Schneider's there with the rebound. No good. Long pass down court. She can't stop it in time. And Patty Del
You don't
Greco.
think these girls are playing? They're playing better than some boys' teams I've seen play.
They certainly are. They're working set offenses that are falling for them.
Very disciplined, much more disciplined than some boys' teams.
Than most boys' teams that we've seen.
Great give and goes. Oh,
Underneath. That's Carol Del Pratt. She's the only other person to score in this game, with the exception of Margie Schneider.
I hope you folks are enjoying this as much as we are. It's really excellent basketball.
Out of bounds, Baldwin maintains possession. Score is 14-12, 32 seconds remaining first quarter. Sharpsville leads by 2 points. Behind the 12-point effort of Margie Schneider. It drops. Patty Del Greco, Denise Del Greco from the corner.
Let me tell you something, these kids are good shooters.
And now the press is on. Sherry Giles brings it across. Bad pass. Off the fingertips of Margie Schneider. Turns it over to Baldwin. Miller, Pam Miller.
They're falling off.
Traveling called on Carol Del Pratt. And that's the end of the quarter. The score, Sharpsville Blue Darlings 14. The Baldwin Highlanders 14. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, Herb, it's 14-14, Sharpsville Blue Darlings. I'm the Blue Devils. Sorry, Sharpsville. Sharpsville Blue Darlings and the Baldwin Highlanders. I've been very impressed with Sharpsville. They have a wonderful give and go, wonderful sense of teamwork, which you don't see. I don't care what the sex is on the court. I have a wonderful sense of where everybody is, which makes a very fine basketball team, an excellent basketball team. Baldwin is a bunch of very fine outside shooters, and I think we're going to see 2 different types of teams play.
That's good because it gives us a chance to see both styles of basketball.
Right.
And also the effect they have upon each other.
The Baldwin team is playing, the Sharpsville team is playing a 1-3-1 zone. They're pulling off on the 6-1 Patty Bucklew. Okay, it's all yours.
Snap control by Debbie Jones for Sharpsville. Del Pratt, pass batted away in the air. That time they missed on the give and go.
Pam Miller made the interception.
Del Greco. Nice outside shot by Diane Miller.
That's a
That would have been 3 points in the ABA. Deep pass to Carol Del Pratt. She drops the ball, picked up by Schneider. Up and in.
Well, actually, it's good basketball sense. And again, that's something that you can coach somebody, but they have to be able to have that, and that's kind of a natural instinct. Trailing the play, seeing where the ball is.
Patty Bucklew in the air, over the top of the basket, no good. Picked up by Debbie Jones. Fast break is on. Down to Carol Del Pratt. She takes it up, off the glass, no good. Patty Bucklew gathers it in for Baldwin.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yes, it was. We may have to start a new page for Margie Schneider. We only have 25 points per page. She's got 14 already. Bucklew underneath is good. So Baldwin takes the lead for the first time, 18-16. Carol Del Pratt dribbles up the side. Schneider, Sherry Giles. Drives in, falls away jumper, off in front of the rim, no good. Rebound, batted. Save, almost.
Betting, look, 41.
41? It's fine, 41. We don't have a 41.
We might.
We'll have to make one up. Del Greco, 3 points, back of the rim. Carol Del Pratt.
42, I'm sorry. That was Paula Derba.
Schneider, top the girl.
That's my question. The best we can.
So Margie Schneider with a chance to make a 3-point play convert. It's good. 17 points for Margie Schneider.
17 out of 19.
Out of 19.
How many more are they going to let us shoot? It's,
We playing pro rules here? Denise Del Greco. 15 feet is good. Pam Miller. Carol Del Pratt up the side. Hesitate, go. Beautiful play. Debbie Jones gets her first 2 points of the night. It gives the Sharpsville Blue Darlings a 21-20 lead. Intercepted by Margie Schneider. Long pass down court. A little too hot to handle. Out of bounds, Sharpsville will get possession.
What Sharpsville does is they play without a center. They play, I used to call it 5 around. They just play people cut down the middle. They leave the middle open to cut, as you can see now.
They go on with a score equivalent for Debbie Jones.
I hope the folks up in the Shenango Valley are enjoying this game as much as we are bringing it to you.
Now Pam Miller's getting hot from the outside. Jones, deep pass to Carol Del Pratt. Layup is good. 4 points.
So fast, not bad. To make it accurate.
She hit it right on the numbers. 25-22. Behind it back dribble by Denise Del Greco. She missed the shot.
Well,
you get an Emmy for that one. Del Greco.
Denise Del Greco.
A little behind the back dribble. I know a lot of guys that wish they could do that. So Sharpsville is going to call timeout. This is a good game.
Excellent ball game.
An army of cheerleaders.
We talked about 5 around. They just have the 5 players around, between 15 and 20 feet out. And nobody plays the middle, and people just cut down there. Run off a pick. Some boys' high school. I haven't seen too many boys' high schools do that because they usually have one very tall guy, and up you play off him. But that offense makes the game very open.
These Baldwin cheerleaders are excellent.
Yes, they are good, very
excellent.
In unison.
Yes.
Also, no team plays that way. I just thought of it. The New York Knicks play that way. They've been playing that way all season because they really haven't had a true center. So they just leave the middle open to drive, and this is exactly what the Blue Darlings are doing. They just leave the ball off the middle, and then Debbie Jones or Margie Schneider cuts in, and Scores 3,000 points.
Yeah, she's on her way. She has 17 already. Debbie Jones has 4 points, as does Carol DeFratt. That wraps up the 25 total points for the Sharpsville Blue Devils. On the other side of the board for Baldwin, Patty Bucklew has 8.
Pam Miller, Pam Miller has 6 out of the 6. Diane Miller has 4, and Denise Greco has 2.
Rebound picked up by Debbie Jones. Back up, no good. Schneider's there. Fall off, no good. Substitution now in the game for Baldwin, I believe. See if we can track down who that is. Number 35. Denise Del Greco off the front of the rim, a little short. A fast break is on. Almost broken up by Del Greco. Basket counts. Good bucket by Carol Del Pratt. That's 6 points for Carol.
Number 35 is Molly Molt.
Pam Miller sets around the rim, no good. Debbie Jones has the ball. Clears the boards for Sharpsville. Carol Del Pratt. DePratt, not Del Pratt. Sherry Giles over the top.
That was, I got a feeling she did not mean to shoot that.
I think that was a pass that went straight. Denise Del Greco. Back to Del Greco. She drives. Whoa. Beautiful drive by Denise Del Greco.
Just put her head down, and nobody stopped her. Fine drive, great drive. That takes a lot of courage for anybody there, right through the middle.
Ask me, I'm short. I know about that, I'm short.
Denise Del Greco is a tough ball player. She broke that pass up. I think she's any relation to a guy who played for the Pirates, Bobby Del Greco.
Van Miller over the top, good. She's tearing him up. 8 points for Van Miller. 27-26. Sharpsville by 1 point.
She stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Molly Molt for Baldwin. That'll turn it over to Sharpsville. Debbie Jones putting the ball in play to Margie Schneider.
Debbie Jones must like that hook pass.
It's nice to watch. Margie Schneider has the ball batted away by Denise Del Greco.
Good goal. That ball went right off Margie Schneider's right.
Denise Del Greco to Pam Miller. Back to Del Greco.
2-1-2
She's
zone.
bottled up.
That's good. That's good.
Carol Del Pratt drops into 2 points. That's 8 points for Carol. And she has a chance to get herself 9.
That was on number 33. Mickey Ingsler.
Ingsler, Mickey Ingsler.
Number 33.
Some substitutions.
We'll get them in 2 seconds.
Number 50. Just coming in the game.
2-1-2 zone. That's good. That's good.
Carol Del Pratt drops into 2 points. That's 8 points for Carol. And she has a chance to get herself 9.
That was on number 33. Mickey Ingsler.
Ingsler, Mickey Ingsler.
Number 33.
Some substitutions.
We'll get them in 2 seconds.
Number 50. Just coming in the game for Sharpsville. See if I can track down a lineup here. Is Debbie Visconti. There she is. We wonder where she went to. She was in this game before. Ball away by Miller. It's good. Nice move.
Marvelous play. Young lady stopped. I call him a young lady. I probably think player. Stopped and just went fast and took a little jump shot. No basket.
Mickey Englander.
No?
Engler. No?
Oh, Freddie Milkovich is playing with 33 tonight. They've changed their jerseys around. I just scored though. I apologize for this. But the girls have changed their jerseys. They're driving us crazy.
Debbie Jones. Good. At 5 points.
C2 stands back.
I think that's to compensate for the
I
jump.
think I saw a story on Debbie Jones, one of the Pittsburgh papers. I mean, she's going to get a scholarship. She's a fine basketball player, good height. And girls basketball is getting bigger and bigger, and now she'll get a scholarship.
Traveling called on Denise Del Greco.
The Sharpsville Blue Darlings are winning 31-28.
I've been so involved in watching the game, I think I forgot to give the score. Carol DeFat. Blocked beautifully by Patty Buckley.
We just saw two good plays, a good give and go, and then a fine block.
Carol DeFrat. Okay. I'm having a rough time with these names, folks. Has 8 points tonight. She drives, hooks it back in to Visconti. Back out to Carol. Carol takes it up the lane, passes off, and the shot good by Paula Durba.
Paula Durba. Nice shot.
Gets on the board for the first time. 33-28. Baldwin's outside shooting has not been on for them, to say the least. They've been hitting the rim and getting awfully close, but they can't seem to convert on anything. So Carol DeFrat brings it down. Debbie Jones pass a little bit too high to handle. Denise Del Greco to Pam Miller. Shot's good. Pam Miller has a nice shot.
And 10 points.
To prove it. In the end zone.
Oh, man. Those two young ladies really collided.
Charging violation on Carol
It's funny
DeFrat.
to say two young ladies. If you saw that collision. But they are young ladies. And soon to be brides, I imagine. But good basketball players nonetheless. Excellent basketball players.
Bucklew underneath. No good. Back up.
35.
By Molly Moults.
Molly Moults.
33-32. Sharpsville by 1 point. A minute 3 remaining in the half. Carol DeFrat. Margie Schneider turns, shoots, and scores. Well, that's the first time she's scored in a while. She only has 19 points. 35-32. Sharpsville by 3 points. Pam Miller blocked by Schneider.
No. That was stuck by Margie Schneider.
Miller again. She scores.
12 points for Pam Miller. 35-34 with seconds left in the first half. Sharpsville ahead.
Schneider gets it off to Visconti on a give and go, and Visconti scores. And less than 10 seconds to go now. Miller puts in the air and misses the boards and everything. Debbie Jones. 4 seconds to go. Margie Schneider gives it a wing. Short. And that's the end of the first half of play. The score, the Sharpsville Blue Darlings, 37. And the Baldwin Highlanders, 34. We'll be back in just a moment.
The score at halftime is Sharpsville Blue Darlings 37 and the Baldwin Highlanders 34. Herb, we've seen a very fine basketball game. Of course, I'd seen the girls play before, and I wasn't surprised that they're playing good basketball. I don't see there's really, except the obvious differences between the girls and the boys.
And a delightful difference.
Yes, it certainly is. All right, so let me see if there's a picture of the Sharpsville team in this book.
While you're heading for the picture very quickly, I'll run down the scoring first of all, for Sharpsville. Sherry Giles has yet to score. Debbie Jones has 6 points. Margie Schneider facing everybody. She has 19 points in the first half.
19 out of 37.
Paula Durba has 2. Debbie Visconti has 2. Carol DeFrat has 8. So that should add up to 37. For Baldwin, Patty Bucklew has 8. Pam Miller facing the Baldwin Highlanders with 12 points. Diane Miller has 4. Denise Del Greco, fine point person, the guard lady, has 4 points, and Molly Molt has 2 points.
Yeah, this should be a very good second half. If no one really has a definite edge.
Just joined us. First of all, attack controlled by Sharpsville. They're wearing the light-colored jerseys, or the white jerseys with the blue.
They play with at a middle. They play with a lady in the middle. Otherwise, they play 2 outside. I guess you go with a 2-3. People always cutting.
Sherry Giles gets it into Debbie Jones. She forces a shot and misses it. She'll try one when she has some more time off the front of the rim. Patty Bucklew clears it out for the Baldwin Highlanders. Long pass to Pam Miller. Back to Del Greco. To Pam Miller. Carol DePratt picks it up. She'll go up for the layup. Misses a funny shot. All the way down court. Bucklew, all alone. Drops in the easy buckets. Carol DePratt passes off to Giles, to Margie Schneider, who's pacing everybody. Beautiful attempt there by Debbie Jones. Rebound picked up by Patty Bucklew. Patty Bucklew has a height advantage over everyone underneath. And
she's 6'1". Oh.
Nice fake, drive.
Good block.
No good. That's Patty Multovich. The Baldwin. Patty Bucklew has it. She flips the rim, no good. Sherry Giles. Number 20 for Sharpsville. And Denise Del Greco picks up a steal. Has it batted away by Carol.
Denise Del Greco is a great ball hawk. It's one of the finest ball hawks I've seen all season. Very good basketball.
About 35 feet there. It shot a little wild.
Not your percentage shot, but the girls get a heck of a lot closer than most.
Tipped away by Patty Bucklew. Pass intended for Margie Schneider. Giles takes a couple dribbles, get inside to Jones, back out front to Carol DePratt. She gets in trouble, has the ball batted away. They're still fighting for it. She managed to get it off. Picked up by Patty Bucklew. She passes off to Pam Miller, misses a shot. Bucklew underneath.
I don't think that was a shot. That might have been a pass. Good play by Bucklew, and Baldwin girls lead 38-37. Their defense is now a girl to girl. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Yes, it is. It certainly is a switching girl to girl.
Debbie Mosconi replacing Sherry Giles for Sharpsville. Denise Del Greco will bring the ball down court for Baldwin. Baldwin leads 38-37. Multovich shot no good, pulled down by Bucklew. Her shot's no good. Finally snuck out of there by Debbie Mosconi. Carol DePratt pounds the ball. Score remains 38-37. Baldwin by a single point. 5:02 remaining, third quarter. Semifinal girls basketball action from the Harrisburg Arena. Debbie Jones clears the boards for Sharpsville. Passes out to Mosconi. Off to Carol DePratt. Mosconi shot
good
blocked
by Patty Bucklew.
That
was going to be a foul.
Unofficially, that's 2 on Denise Del Greco. Debbie Jones starts to play. Inbounds pass to Carol DePratt. Pass behind Mosconi. Picked up by Durba.
Referee service terrific. These ladies, and I imagine that the various school teachers, as many of the male referees are, and they're doing a wonderful job.
Baldwin said the whole team seems to have pretty quick hands.
Yeah, they're very quick young ladies.
Intercepted. A Bucklew, she drives, takes it up. Good.
14 points for Patty Bucklew. And this Baldwin team is ahead now, 40-37.
Schneider, Margie Schneider off the glass, no good. Being batted around. Moscone picks the loose ball. Turnaround jumper, but I have to say that was a good shot. Turnaround jumper by Debbie Jones. Fell a little short. Timeout called by Sharpsville. These girls play good sense basketball.
I think we're going to see Debbie Jones hit the glass more if they're going into those shots. She's been into the rim, and when you take four-way jump shots, you must have banked them off that little square up there, as you know. And we're now looking at the Sharpsville cheerleaders.
That's what we've been referring to all season as a bevy. A bevy of Sharpsville cheerleaders.
A bevy of blue dollars. We're now looking at the Baldwin model, and their coach is Jan Crossen. 22-1. She had a pretty good year. For those folks who don't know where Baldwin High School is, it's in suburban Pittsburgh, just outside the city.
And
I think it's well, we're from Greensburg, and we're trying to put it east, it's west of Greensburg, like everything else.
The Highlanders now, from Baldwin, are on top, 40-37. Sherry Giles, bit of a mismatch there. She's looking for someone to pass on to. Giles takes the shot, over the top, no good. Moscone picks up the rebound. Carol DeFrat called for traveling. Denise Del Greco. Bad pass, turns the ball over to Sharpsville. Debbie Jones will put it in play to Carol DeFrat. Across the center line, Sherry Giles up to the free throw line. Beautiful move. Missed the shot, but
there's going to be a foul underneath.
Number 23, that's Pam Miller. Score 40-37. Baldwin by 3 points.
They haven't scored this quarter, by the way, the Sharpsville team. We've gone 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and so far they haven't scored. There's 3:16 left.
And Debbie Vasconi will shoot the 2-shot foul. This is the first one.
They is the Sharpsville Blue Darlings. They scored now.
That's good. That's 3 points for Debbie Vasconi. 40-38. Sharpsville trails by 2 points. Bucklew. Nice pass. Debbie Vasconi almost got set on. Del Greco from the corner. Good. Nice shots. 6 points. Denise Del Greco, that's unofficial. Pass a little too high, a little too hard to handle. That'll turn it over. It's 42-38. Baldwin by 4 points. They're on the attack now. Pam Miller from the baseline. This is a shot underneath. Rebound by Debbie Jones. And she's picked up on a press. Carol DeFrat takes the outside shot. Dead center. 10 points for Carol DeFrat.
Carol DeFrat has come off the bench too. scored 10 points.
Almost
the number 15.
That's Debbie Visconti. Her first personal. Greco losing the ball, tripping herself up there. Carol DePratt on the drive, off to Margie Schneider. Fakes the shot, blocked. Beautifully.
Margie Schneider is having a lot more of a difficult time. Or I guess more difficult. Well, she's having a hard time. This off from the first step. They're guarding her much more closely.
She has 19 points. And she hasn't, I don't believe she's scored in this quarter. Diane Miller, good.
Is that Pam Miller?
Diane Miller.
Oh, that's Diane Miller.
Diane Miller. Diane Miller. Sherry Giles, about 17, 18 feet. Good shot. The first 2 points of the game for Sherry Giles.
These young ladies are fine basketball players.
Get it in to Bucklew. Batted away. Carol DePratt has the ball batted out of bounds. Baldwin very tough defensively. They still lead 44-42. Sharpsville could use a basket right now. Minute 17 remaining in the third quarter. Sherry Giles and Margie Schneider. And she's got her hands full in there now. Patty Bucklew. Out to Pam Miller. Off to Diane Miller, who takes a shot, scores. That's 8 points for Diane Miller. Sherry Giles, top of the key. Two-hand overhead shot, misses everything. Replacement coming in the game now. This is number 42, Paula Durba. Will be replacing Sherry Giles.
You see the score, 46-42 in favor of the visiting team. That's the Baldwin Highlanders right now.
Diane Miller. Around and no good. Jump ball. And we'll see Debbie Visconti. Jump ball. She'll be going up against Patty Miltovich.
Phil Axelrod from the Pittsburgh Post gives its video since 9 o'clock this morning. I think he's over-dribbled. We've seen every game since the opening. There's four doubleheaders coming.
He'll have a dream about Thump Thump tonight. Nice pass. Margie Schneider swarmed on. Pat Miltovich calling for traveling. The score 46-42, 12 seconds remaining, third quarter.
Baldwin's ahead, since no one knows who home visitor are.
Debbie Jones. Carol DePratt. Paula Durba takes a shot. Debbie Jones underneath. Good. Off the offensive board. That's 8 points for Debbie Jones. So at the end of the third quarter, the score Baldwin 46, Sharpsville 44. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, the people in the Shenango Valley area are enjoying this ball game. We are here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter with the Sharpsville Blue Devils trailing the Baldwin Highlanders Blue Darlings. I call them the Blue Devils again. Baldwin is leading 46-44.
Simplify it a little bit.
Baldwin 46, Sharpsville 44. As simple as we can get.
Debbie Jones and Patty Bucklew. Tip controlled by Sharpsville. Debbie Jones. Carol DePratt. Takes the pick from Margie Schneider. Goes up, misses the boards and everything. Nice save.
Good save.
Still in play. Ball still alive. Durba off. Oh, around the rim. Debbie Jones, hook shot off the glass. And as you can hear, that was a crowd pleaser.
Any crowd would have been pleased with that one. That was a throwaway hook shot.
Milkovich shot's no good. Debbie Jones pulls down a rebound, loses a handle. And it goes off Milkovich. So the Sharpsville Blue Darlings will put the ball in play. That's all tied up at 46 all. Debbie Jones loose. Little hook shot. Misses. Bucklew gets tied up. Jump ball. Margie Schneider and Patty Bucklew. Tap picked up by Diane Miller. On to Pam Miller. She puts the fake. Goes up for the shot. No good. Rebound. Sharpsville. Daryl DeFratt on the dribble. Underneath to Jones. Her fall away. In and out. Debbie Jones, a fine basketball player.
Yes, she is. I mentioned that before.
Partially blocked by Carol DeFratt. Miltovich on the baseline. Off to Bucklew. Out front to Del Greco. Diane Miller. No good. Margie Schneider's there. The rebound. Shots for Blue Darlings. Still tied, 46-46. Margie Schneider's there. That'll be a foul.
Got hit by
Del Greco. Denise Del Greco. And Baldwin wants to call timeout to start things over. For those of you who perhaps have just tuned in, the score's all tied up at 46-46 as you saw. Game's still even.
There's the Sharpsville Blue Darling cheerleaders.
This is a good basketball. I really have to be honest because I wasn't expecting too much, but I've been pleasantly surprised by seeing a lot of good basketball.
Yes. The girls have good moves. It sounds terrible, but they do have good moves. I'm looking for the picture of the Sharpsville team.
About ready to resume play. Number 32 is Margie Schneider. Margie has 19 points. She has yet to score in this half. See if she can get herself back on the board. She does. That's 20 for Margie Schneider. And it also puts Sharpsville in the lead by a score of 47-46. So now a 1 point margin. Margie's second shot is good. 21 points for Margie Schneider, 48 for her team. They lead it by 2 points. Denise Del Greco. Top of the key, misses. Traveling call by Margie Schneider. Officials doing a good job tonight.
Fine, the girls are doing, the ladies are doing it fine.
Del Greco from the corner is not there. Miltovich fighting for the rebound. Batted away from Margie Schneider by Pam Miller for Baldwin. Margie Schneider is there for 2 points.
That's the first point of the second half, Herc. That puts the Blue Darlings ahead by 4 points, 50-46.
Denise Del Greco fumbling the ball momentarily. Pam Miller up to Del Greco. She drives the baseline, takes it up, back inside to
by Miss Schneider.
You adopted her the first half, didn't you?
That's right.
As a long-lost cousin?
Only when she was shooting good. No, that's not true. She played a very good basketball game. She plays all over the park very well. She rebounds well. The girls have been taught good basketball sense. I think years ago when you saw girls play basketball,
That Butler.
now that the rules are the same, the girls have really improved tremendously.
She gets the second one. Makes
As
it
far as I'm
50-48.
concerned, it's like anything else. You practice it, you're going to be very proficient at it.
Sharpsville by 2 points. Butler check that, but Carroll the flat off the traveling. So Baldwin will put it in play to the side.
Oh, the Sharpsville group is getting a little boisterous.
Miltovich inside to Butler. No good. Debbie Jones has a rebound. Flips it back out. Schneider's shot is blocked. She goes up with the rebound.
Margie Schneider, Margie had the shot blocked. She had the presence to turn around and put it right back up again.
And they have to start a new page for Margie Schneider. She has 25 points.
Okay, put it down there.
Wish I had some statistics on Debbie Jones' rebounds. She's been really clearing the board.
I would say that how many shots that were missed, Debbie's got the rebound. Well, they really rifled that ball. That's it. Oops, off the back rim.
Denise Del Greco. In the backcourt. Into Butler. Turn, shoots, no good. Long pass down the court to Carol DePratt. Has a shot up. Misses the bunny. Batted out of bounds. Same team, girls. Same team. Del Greco. Baldwin wants to call timeout. 52-48. Sharpsville controlling the game in the fourth quarter.
So there are 4 minutes and 1 second left before the Western semifinal. And I have seen the Jeanette coach, Tim O'Shea, standing down there, watching the girls play. And I would say that anybody who's seen these girls play with deep admiration. There you get a shot of where we are. And we are in the farm show arena. And fortunately, they've gotten the cows out. As one of the referees, a very pretty young lady. Rod Sprinkle, our director, having an eye for pretty ladies.
Well, I'm sure he's got more than he can handle tonight. Lots of pretty girls at this place. 52-48. 4:01.
Sexist.
I know. Baldwin down by 4 points. Needs a bucket. They get it. Pat Miltovich. That's her first 2 points of the night, and they couldn't have come at a more opportune time for Baldwin. Debbie Jones in trouble back out front. Derba, Margie Schneider, Carol DePratt. Bad pass. That's Miltovich. Drives into Butler. Misses the shot. Debbie Jones gets tied up. Now jump it up. Sherry Giles replacing number 50, Debbie Visconti.
Goes in for Cheryl Giles. Oh no, Cheryl Giles in for
Visconti.
vice versa. 52-50. Sharpsville out ahead. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the fourth and final quarter.
A jump ball at the Baldwin end of the court. That's Debbie Jones, outstanding ball player. She's had a good game tonight. Sherry Giles, a little too anxious to get down court. Almost fouled it, but recovered nicely. Brings it across the 10-second strike. Ball partially deflected. DeFlat on the fall away. Moving jump shot is off a little bit.
It's going to be on Debbie Jones.
She's been aggressive under there all night. There's a lot of contact under the boards on this game, too.
Yes, leaning in. But it's been a very clean game, Herb. It's not shooting the one-on-one yet.
Miltovich, shot is no good. Buckley's there.
That's going to be on Margie
Schneider.
Schneider.
That's her fourth, I believe. Unofficially. Patty Buckley, number 43, into the Baldwin Highlanders. Shooting 2 shots. She gets the first one. $15 points unofficially for Patty Buckley. Make that 16 points. Giles underneath to Debbie Jones. Off the glass and good. 54-52. That's 12 points for Debbie Jones.
This going to go down the wire. That could go in.
Denise Del Greco.
Oh, shot.
About 23 feet away. Bomb one. Diane Miller fighting past the pick. Ball gets inside to Debbie Jones. Her fall away is good.
That's what they're going to do now. Get the ball to Debbie Jones. First of all, Debbie is hot.
Diane Miller from 30 feet. Front of the rim, no good. Margie Schneider's there. And they'll tie it up.
They don't mess around. I'm up there.
Debbie Jones.
Sharpsville strong
timeout. There you see the score and the time remaining. Sharpsville is the home team. They lead 56-54.
You know, they're cheerleaders, and we're now looking at the Baldwin Highlander huddle. They say that 5 times. And now we're waiting for Sharpsville Blue Darling cheerleaders. As I said, you weren't too happy, I'm not unhappy, but you were pleasantly surprised. I knew the girls could play fine basketball. These are the premier teams in the state of Pennsylvania. There are 4 teams left. Now there are 2 teams. I don't know who won this afternoon. So you're going to see good basketball players. And they take it seriously. They really, I don't know how they divide up the gym for practice, but it's a serious business. And it's easy enough to divide up a gym for basketball practice. Most coaches during the season do not scrimmage that much.
Debbie Jones controlling the tip from Pam Miller. Pam Miller bats it away from Carol DeFranz.
Okay, a minute and 45 seconds left, 56-54. It's getting down to gritty time.
Debbie Jones gets it in play. They've got it to Jones. Margie Schneider off the glass, no good, a little short.
A fine tap by Patty Buckley. They got that rebound.
Pam Miller gathers it in. 30-foot shot, a little short. Denise Del Greco. Debbie Jones, a little bit out of her element in the back.
We may see them hold it for a while, huh?
Sherry Giles underneath to Debbie Jones. She falls away, scores! That's 16 points for Debbie Jones.
She scored the last 6 also.
Bucklew out to Miltovich. Back into Bucklew. Partially deflected. Debbie Jones pulls up the rebound. Carol DeFranz. That's all for Margie Schneider. 5 fouls for Margie. She leaves the game with 25 points. And Sharpsville's going to call timeout while we're waiting for this. 46 seconds to go. But 1-1 into effect for Baldwin.
And now we see a plethora of Baldwin cheerleaders.
Vocabulary day again?
Yes, it's like they're They're 11.
Watch these girls. These girls are really good. They really impressed me. And they're cute, too. I'm not allowed to make remarks like that, so I was...
They are kids.
58-54. Sharpsville in top by 4 points. They have 46 seconds in which to put the game away. Pretty good crowd here tonight.
I don't know, if anybody's been here for 12 hours, they must be over-dribbled. We've been here since mid-afternoon setting up and things, and I caught parts of games. I did watch the Midland, I think it's Archbishop Guilfoyle game, and I watched the last few minutes of that, and then I watched, of course, this one. And the game that we really came for, the Jeanette Jayhawks and the Peabody Highlanders.
Just like Baldwin. Then East Del Greco converts. 58-55. Second half of the 1-1 coming up. Del Greco's second shot is good.
Still plenty of time left, though. 58-56. Baldwin behind, trailing by 2.
Little behind the back dribble by Carol DeFred. Traveling ball. Double dribble ball on Carol DeFred. Turning the ball over.
Big turnover.
Little short. Fumble on the 5.
I don't know. That's a tough shot to take. Even though you've been making it all year. I think Patty Buckley's got to have to be black and blue because she's been on the floor and she's really taking a beating tonight.
We can see some of the bruises on her leg. She has pads on her knees, so that the girl with the red hair there, brushing it back, is Debbie Jones for Sharpsville Blue Darlings.
Let's review the scoring. Margie Scott has 25 points, 22 of them coming in the first half. James scores, I think, 3 points. Debbie Jones has carried the offensive load for Sharpsville in the second half. She scored the last 8 points. She now has 16. Carol DeFred has come off the bench to score 10 points. And 3 points for Debbie Visconi and 2 points apiece for Paula Derva and Cheryl Giles. I don't know if that adds up to 58 or not.
These are all unofficial.
Right, because we're trying to do 3 or 4 things at once. Patty Buckler has 16 points for the Baldwin Highlanders, and Pam Miller has 12. Diane Miller has 8. Those are leading scorers. The other guys.
32 seconds remaining. Final period. Sharpsville on top by a narrow 2-point margin. 58-56. Tap controlled by Baldwin. Back out to Del Greco. As a key turnover, still being turned over.
There's a foul.
Pat Milkovich commits a foul, so they'll put it in play as they're not yet shooting the fouls, as Baldwin has less than 5 team fouls on them in this half. Inbounds to Cheryl Giles. She's dribbling, trying to get around. And
Denise Del Greco with a great move. With 18 seconds remaining and Baldwin down by 2 points. Sharpsville's got the lead. They got to get this ball and hold on to it. They're having a little trouble getting out of their own back court.
They do get the tap.
I'll watch the time. I hope you watch the kids play. 10 seconds.
Back out to Giles. He drives down the baseline a little bit.
That's an intentional foul.
Denise Del Greco. She had to commit the foul. 4 seconds remaining.
Sharpsville guys are very pleased.
Carol DeFlat shooting the 2-shot foul, I believe.
These girls came
1-1. They're calling it a 1-1.
She makes this and the game's all over.
Yes, it is. But this is a very important free throw. Carol's shot is in the air and no good.
Oh, what a great thing Denise Del Greco just did. What a great thing that she just did. She had the presence of mind to grab the ball and call time with 3 seconds left. Now they can almost try a play. They'll have to take the ball down and heave it. So we have 3 seconds left.
We have time for a long post pattern, and that's about it.
Well, the ball isn't in play until somebody touches it. So, but there also is a chance that someone could foul, react to shooting. There's a lot of ifs right now as we take a look at the Sharpsville girls.
Sharpsville's very acrobatic cheerleaders. Real pleasure to watch.
Yes, remember the great girls from that field area.
58-56. 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Sharpsville leads, but Baldwin has possession. And they'll put it into the side. Bucklew, shot is in the air. Good! That'll tie it up. 58, got an overtime. He's got an overtime. A great come from behind bucket. So now we'll go into 3-minute overtime period. A score at the end of regulation play, all tied up at 58 apiece.
I thought, yes, let's have a break, and we'll be back with the first overtime in just a moment. Okay, Herb. All season long, we've watched the preliminary games. A lot of times we did Section 2 basketball, and some of them are more exciting. We don't call this a preliminary game because these girls are fighting for a state title. But the game we came up for, Company Cable did, until we were asked to tape this game for the nice people of Shenango Cable TV. And spring's going to be a little late this year. I hope that this was it was terrific.
It was a spectacular play. Almost three-quarter court inbound pass by Denise Del Greco.
And you can thank the Baldwin girl, Denise Del Greco, for having the pressure about getting the ball and calling timeout and only losing a second. And she tried to do something there. It's by my baby. But now it's
she just went over.
3-minute basketball game.
Denise Del Greco just went over and I would imagine probably apologized to Carol DePratt, who she pushed to get the foul committed. It started this whole fiasco. Sharpsville working the ball around the outside. Giles in the air, good.
The 20, Cheryl Giles.
Unofficially, 4 points. And Pam Miller dribbled the ball off her foot, lost it out of bounds.
I think Sharpsville may be hampered. Margie Schneider has fouled out of this ball game, so she had 25 points.
They've still got Debbie Jones underneath.
I'd imagine they're going to give the ball to Debbie Jones. Whatever.
They'll jump it up. Diane Miller and Carol DeFrent jumping at the Sharpsville end of the court. They control the tip. Debbie Jones shot in the air, no good. Pulled down by Pat Bucklew for Baldwin. Loose ball picked up. Pam Miller. 30 feet. Del Greco short. Foul call.
50.
Debbie Mosconi.
Reaching in.
Denise Del Greco is really popping from that 30-foot three-point line. You can see the red stripe up in the corner of your screen there. The full court shot, you can see it a little better. That's the ABA three-point mark, and it's 30 feet away. Bucklew shot will count, and Debbie Jones.
Basket will count.
Unofficially, that is 3 fouls on Debbie Jones. That should be pretty close.
Yes, I would think so. Debbie's played a real great game. They can't give these girls enough credit. I tell you, both teams.
Pat Bucklew puts Baldwin in the lead, 61-60. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first overtime period.
Oh, wow. That looked like number 21, Diane Miller, for Baldwin, gave her hip. And those girls, I'll tell you something, they're going to be sore.
So, jumping at midcourt, Sherry Giles and Denise Del Greco. Tip controlled by Baldwin. Diane Miller on the dribble, off to Del Greco, to Bucklew.
That's
4 on Debbie Jones.
Foul number 4.
Minute 52 remaining, first overtime period. 61-60, Baldwin by 1 point. And Baldwin's Patty Bucklew at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. So that first shot bounces good. That's unofficially 17 points for Patty Bucklew. Now, Sharpsville's got the fast break on. Charging foul.
A real good call. Remember, Diane Miller was, she couldn't have established position if she took a D down on that position. She was right there, and Cheryl Giles just climbed her, I guess, in front.
Sharpsville wants a timeout.
That was a charging foul.
Or as the referees call them, player control violations.
And here come the
62-60. Baldwin, the visiting team, on the scoreboard tonight. Both teams, of course, on a neutral area, as they've, I don't think either team has ever been here before. So the Harrisburg Farm Show Arena.
Sharpsville might have been here last year. They have a pretty good basketball team. Let me take a look at my little factual book here.
This has been a well-played ball game, as is evident by the fact that we are in overtime. First 3-minute overtime period has 1 minute 44 seconds remaining. Baldwin on top, as we keep saying, by 2 points. They lead 62-60. Dan Miller inbounds to Denise Del Greco. Del Greco back to Miller, to Bucklew, back to Miller, to Del Greco. Carol DePratt making a tremendous dive at the ball. And you probably didn't pick it up, but we heard a little squeal, so I imagine that hurt a little bit.
Hair pulling or something. I was looking at some very interesting article in the program I'd like to bring up later.
Good! Denise Del Greco.
I'll tell you something, the Sharpsville team's got their work cut out. They're down 4 points. No, just a little more than a minute. And they're not penetrating. They're not getting the ball into Debbie Jones, so that's where it's got to go. And that's where it's going right now.
It's got a easy layup for Debbie Jones. That's 18 points for Debbie tonight. 62-64. We're down under a minute.
Again, Herb.
And turnover. Picked up by Patty Bucklew underneath to Milovich. Misses a shot. Bucklew.
The foul right in the basket.
Foul called on Jerry Giles.
Oh, no, hold on. 22.
Jerry Giles, right?
37 seconds left in the first overtime. 64-62.
Pat Miltovich at the line for Baldwin. Her first shot is good.
That may
65-62.
Still plenty of time, but
it happened once before. That makes it a little more difficult. 66-62. Baldwin by 4 points.
That's a foul.
Diane Miller.
Right.
Number 21. So the 1-and-1 now into effect for both teams.
Also very important here. With 30 seconds left, because there's 2 freebies.
Denise Del Greco asking a question and getting an answer from one of the officials. Sherry Giles will shoot the 1-and-1. She gets the first half, and Sharpsville needed that. The Blue Darlings trail by 3 points. 30 seconds even remaining, so they can use all the points they can get right now. Her second shot is in the air, and bounces no good. Out of bounds.
There's a break for the Blue Darlings.
Yes, it is. Debbie Jones inbounds underneath to Sherry Giles, and Sherry scores. That's 8 points for Sherry Giles. Beautiful behind the back dribble.
They can have to hold it for 20 seconds, huh?
Now we're seeing a dribbling exhibition by Denise Del Greco.
12 seconds. They're going to have to foul her.
Tremendous.
Natural. They should have fouled her. That's it.
Tremendous dribbling by Denise Del Greco. So that's the end of the game in a single overtime period. The final score, Baldwin 66, Sharpsville 65. Goodbye from the Harrisburg Farm Show Arena.